Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on yourstudent.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Go to grade 5 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter. Multiply three numbers up to three digits each. Multiply three or more numbers, word problems. Multiplication, input output tables, inequalities with multiplication. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can write down the important examples and definitions as well. There are some grade 5 math, the chapter is multiplication. Let's just start with the lesson that is multiply three numbers up to three digits each. Let's just start with the lesson 91 times, 59 times, 89. So you just have to multiply the numbers by making their pairs. You just make a pair 91 times 59. You have to do first. There 91 times 59 is 5,369. Then you have to multiply it with the last number. Then you need to multiply the product of 91 times 59 with 89. So the answer is 477,841. Let's just start with the test questions. 70 times 55 times 80. So let's just multiply 70 times 55. Just multiply the non-zero values 55 times 7. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 5 is 35, 38, 37, 38. So you need to add 0. That is 3,850 times 80. Now you have to multiply 3,850 times 8. Just multiply the non-zero values. 385 times 8. 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 8 is 64 and 4. 68, right? 8 and carry 4. 8 times 3 is 24. 25, 28, 27, 28. So the 8 times 5 is 40. 8 times 8 is 64 and 4. 68, right? 8 times 3 is 24 and 30. That is 3080. Add the 10 and two zeros. Add two zeros. So option number 1 is the correct option. That is 308,000. Okay, let's just move on to next question. Sorry. Okay, the next one is 22 times 89 times 79. Start multiplying with the first two numbers, that is 22 times 89. Let's just do it on board. 22 times 89. 9 times 2 is 18, 8, 1. Carry 9 times 2 is 18 and 1, 19. 2 times 8 is 16, 1. Carry 2 times 8 is 16 and 1, 17. So the sum is 8, 9 and 6, 15, 7, 1, 8, 9, 1958. You have to multiply 1000 1958 times 79. Let's just multiply 1978 times 79. 9 times 8 is 72, 2, 7. Carry 9 times 7 is 63 and 9 times 2 is 18, write 2 and carry 9 times 7 is 63 and 7, 70. 9 times 9 is 81 and 7, 88, right? 8 and 8. Carry 9 times 1 is 8 and 17. Now multiply the tens digits. No, but you have to multiply. Okay, let's just do one more time. I think I did it wrong. 9 times 8 is 7. Carry 9 times 7 is 63 and 7, 30, 0 and 3 carry. 9 times 7 is 63 and 4, 64, right? 4 and 6 carry. Okay, now let's just multiply. 7 times 8 is 56. 7 times 7 is 49 and 5, 54. 9 times 9 is 18 and 5, 23, right? 3 and carry 2. 7 times 1 is 7 and 9. 2, 6, 8, 8, 10. So option number, I think I did a mistake just because of the limited space I have. 22 times 89 times 79, that is 154,682. Option number 2 is the correct option. Be very careful, that is a bit long, so you might do the mistakes. Okay, the next one is 55 times 16 times 66. Okay, let's just do the first one first. 55 times 16. 5 is 30. 6 times 5 is 30 and 3 33. 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. 3 8 8. That is 880. Now multiply it by the 66. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 8 is 48 and 4, 52. Now let's just multiply. 6 times 8 is 55 times 16 times 66. That is 58,080. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself maybe today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is multiply three or more numbers word problems. Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Can you guys please stop chatting? You guys are here to learn. Why don't you focus on the learning? Okay, Crayon Company. A crayon company put four crayons in each box. The boxes of crayons are arranged five across, five deep, and five high in a circle. How many crayons are in the crate? So that is four times, five times, five times, five. Five times five is 25, 25 times four is 100, and 100 times five is 100 is 500. So the correct option is 500. Option number two is the correct option. A pie shop charges $2 for a slice of pie. They could cut each whole pie into eight small slices. How much money will the pie make sure if they sell three pies? Okay, so that is $2 for a slice of pie. They cut each whole pie into eight slices. How much will the pie make if they sell three pieces? Two times eight times three, 16. 16 times three is 48. So the correct option is $48. That means the three pies were sold on $48. Option number two is the correct option. The students at Cape School are keeping journals. They have five journal writing sessions per week. Each student will each student writes 7 pages in each session. They will write in the journal for 5 weeks. How many journal pages will 10 less students will write in also, which is the correct option. Option number one is the correct option. That is 1750. Okay, the next one is the movie theater charges $4 per ticket. They have 5 rows of seats and $4, 5 rows, 4 seats. So which is the correct option? Option number one is the correct option. That is 80. Option one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself over today. We can just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is multiplication input output tables. Okay, I'm going to start with the test questions so that we can do more questions, right? So complete the table. Multiply by 2. You have to multiply the input row by 2 and you need to write down the answer. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4 and 3 times 2 is 6. So the missing values are 0, 2 and 6. Option number 1 is the that is 0, 2 and 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the table. Multiply by 1. So you have to multiply by 1. So when you multiply by 1, the number stays the same. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 1 is 4. And 10 times 1 is 10. So the correct option is 2, 3, and 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the table. Multiply by 2. You need to multiply the input values by 2 to calculate the output values. So that is, okay, 0 times 2 is 0, 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 2 is 6, and 5 times 2 is 10. So the missing values are 0, 2, and 6. Option number 1 is the correct option, that is 0, 2, 6. Complete the table, multiply by 1, which is the correct option. The correct option is option number 2 is the correct option. Very good. That is 2, 6, and 7. Complete the table. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option. That is 0, 8, and 10. Complete the table multiply by 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. 2, 3, and 10. Option 2 is the correct option. Complete the table multiply by 2. So which is the correct option? That is 0 multiplied by 2. So that is 2, 8, and 10. Option number 2 is the correct option. Complete the table multiply by 1. Multiply by 1. They are 1, 5, and 8. Option number 1 is the correct option. The correct option is you have to multiply by 2, right? So that is 2, 6, and 10. Sorry, 4, 6, and 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. So the correct option is multiply by 1. They are 0, 6, and 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. Complete the table, multiply by 2. So the correct option is option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is inequality with multiplication. Seventy-four, we have to compare it to 13 times 5. So I will do it 13 times 5, right? 13 times 5 is 65. So that means 74 is less than 65. Let's just start with the test questions. Which sign makes the statement to 93? You have to compare it to 47 times 2. So just do 47 times 2. That is, I think, 98. No, 2 times 7 is 14, 94. So 93 is less than 94. The correct option is less than. Option number 1 is the correct option. 93 is less than 94. Which side makes the statement true? Just do 20 times 2, right? So 20 times 2 is 40, and 40 is equal to 40. The correct option is equal. The correct option is they are exactly equal. Which sign makes the statement true? 46 and 2 times 23. So which is the correct option? Forty-three times 2 is 46. So both sides are exactly equal. The correct option is equal. Seventy-two and 14 times 8, 18 times 4. I think 18 times 4 is 72. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 1 is 4. Yes, both sides are exactly equal. Because 18 times 4 is 72, so both sides are exactly equal. Option number 3 is the correct option. Which sign makes the statement true? 7 times 3 is 21, and 7 times 2 is 14, 15, 16. So that is 82 is less than 161. Option number 2 is the correct option. 15 times 7 is 85, I think. 5 times 7 is 35. Yes, 85. So 94 is greater than 85. The correct option is greater. Option number 1 is the correct option. 13 times 49 is greater than 19. Option number one is the correct option. Which sign makes the statement true? Of 45 is less than 60. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is multiplication. The lessons we have covered today are the lessons we have covered today are multiply three-digit numbers up to three digits each, multiply three or more numbers, word problems, multiplication input-output table, inequalities with multiplication. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So, any questions, you please ask if you have any.